Today we will write a program for reversing any string in Java. So no matter how complex or lengthy a string is, it can be reversed with the right logic. So let's go through our program real quick. Before we begin with our program, I want to show you one more thing. So strings can be added together, they can be concatenated together like numbers, but they work a little differently. Suppose we have a string variable, a string object called str, and I am assigning it empty for now. Then I am assigning it a new value, which is hello plus Java. So what I'm doing here, right here, is I am adding the value of Java into it. So let's keep it like this. So I am declaring it, then I am adding hello plus Java. So what it will do, it will connect two characters together, connect two strings together, sorry. So now it has connected to string. Let me print it to you so you can know how it works. So now we will get hello Java as our new string. So as you can see, we are getting printed hello Java here. Hello and Java are connected together. Similarly, you can add a single character with a string, like you can add this is now a char since it's a single character and it's in single quotation. Now as you can see, we are getting hello A. Similarly, you can do compound assignment operator like numbers, like you do with numbers, like you can do things like this: strings plus equal to b. So whatever will be the value of string, it will be b will be added into it. So this assignment is basically equal to doing string is equal to string plus b. This is what's going on behind our statement. So this is what this compound assignment statement is. We are taking the value of string and then we are adding b into it. So let's print it. So as you can see, first our original string was hello a, then we added a single character b into it. Now we got our string hello a b. Uh, Similarly, you can add strings together instead of a character. That will work out too. But let's go through our program real quick. First, I'm declaring two string. One is holding our one is org, which is holding our original variable. Second is called rev, which will hold the reversed string. And I have assigned it an empty string for now. Then I've created an object of the scanner class. Then I'm taking input from the user, which is a string, and it is getting stored into org here. So let's suppose the user enters program. How will you reverse it? So to reverse it, we need to access every character and we need to store it into a new string. So how we will do that is up to you, but the most basic logic and efficient logic is this: we will read every character in reverse and then we will add it into the new string. So to get the last character, we need to start with the last character. Our index is the last index. As you know, we can use the length function to find the total length. So the total length of this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is a 7 length function, but our last index is 6 since we count from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So m is at index 6. So we will start from I is equal to length minus 1 org dot length 7 minus 1 6. Then we are doing condition I is greater than or equal to 0. So as soon as this is true, loop will keep executing. We are using 0 since we need to go up to 0th index. After 0th index, we need to break our loop. And then I am decrementing since in each iteration we are subtracting and going backwards, like 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Then in the loop, I am repeatedly adding this character into the rev variable, whatever is the value of rev, doesn't matter. So let's run it. But let's enter program. As you can see, it is getting printed in reverse. Let's see how it works. So initially our rev was empty, so it is empty, and we are getting the char at I. So our I is the last index, that is 6. So we are adding 0 plus m. So at index like this, at index 6 m is stored, it will give us only m, right? Then we are doing in the next iteration we are adding again in rev, but this time rev is a string called m. So m is stored into rev, and we are adding the char at I, which is 5. At 5 a is present, so we are doing m plus a, which makes our string ma. And in the next iteration or is added into it, and this will go on as long as this index is not reached. When last index is reached, it will add the last element, and then it will break. So we all we need is get the first and last index, and then repeatedly add. So as you can see, this program is working here. You can also enclose it in a function like this. You can create a cut this code, and you can create a function like called reverse string. So let's return nothing for now. I'm calling it reverse only. We need to pass a string argument, which will be the input. String str, I'm going to call it str, or let's call it org, since that's what we are using. So I need to declare rev here, since each function has its own variables. I need to make it empty since it is uninitialized. Now it will work out perfectly. And also, if you don't want to print this right away, you can instead return it. But you have to write return here string here instead of void. So our program knows you are gonna return a string. So you have to return rev. So this will work. Also, you can call that function here. You can store it back into org or a new variable, or let's store it in rev reverse, and let's pass it org. And if you run it, the return string will be stored into this variable. So that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching.